You've been lied to. They told you that being good is a shield. They told you that if you are kind, the world will be kind to you. That is a fantasy. In the real world, your goodness is not a shield. It's a target. While you're busy being moral, the person across from you is busy winning. Being a good man who doesn't know how to be dangerous isn't a virtue. It's a death sentence. The world does not reward the righteous. It rewards the effective. Look at your life. Think about the times you stayed silent to keep the peace, only to be stepped on. Think about the loyalty you gave to people who wouldn't even give you the truth. This is the hidden cost of goodness. When you are predictably good, you become a resource to be harvested. You are a predictable variable in someone else's equation. Most people won't understand this. They will continue to play the game with rules that were designed to keep them at the bottom. They mistake their lack of teeth for a moral choice. But if you cannot be cruel, your kindness is meaningless. To be truly influential, you must understand the machinery of power. You must learn that sometimes the only way to protect the light is to master the dark. Niccolò Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. He wrote that a man who wishes to make a profession of goodness in everything must necessarily come to grief among so many who are not good. This isn't pessimism, it's strategic realism. Friedrich Nietzsche spoke of slave morality, a system where the weak convince themselves that their inability to take what they want is actually a spiritual choice. You aren't being a saint, you're being a victim. Stoicism is often misinterpreted as passive endurance. It's not. Marcus Aurelius didn't lead an empire by being nice. He led by being controlled. Carl Jung warned about the shadow. If you don't integrate your capacity for destruction, you are not a peaceful person. You are a harmless one, and a harmless person has no seat at the table of power. Rule 1. Selective unpredictability. The Good Person is a book everyone has already read. If people know exactly how you will react, they have already conquered you. In a corporate negotiation, if you always compromise to be fair, your opponent will start with an extreme demand, knowing you'll meet them halfway. Predictability creates a sense of safety for your enemies. By occasionally breaking your good patterns, you force others into cognitive dissonance, making them hesitant to exploit you. Rule 2. The Mask of Virtue. Machiavelli taught that it is not necessary to have all the good qualities, but it is very necessary to appear to have them. A leader who maintains a reputation for being fair, while quietly removing threats, is an example. Humans are prone to the halo effect. If they perceive you as good in one area, they overlook your strategic moves in another. Virtue is your camouflage. Rule 3. Transactional loyalty. Blind loyalty is a form of psychological suicide. Loyalty should be a currency, not a gift. Remaining loyal to a failing company or a toxic friend because you want to be good reduces your respect and influence. When loyalty is unconditional, its value drops to zero. By making your support contingent on mutual benefit, you command respect and ensure others invest in your success. Rule 4. Controlled cruelty. You must have the capacity to inflict a cost. If there's no consequence for crossing you, you have no power. Publicly address a boundary violation immediately and coldly, rather than letting it slide. People do not follow those they like. They follow those they respect or fear. A calculated display of teeth establishes a psychological boundary that prevents future aggression. Arthur Schopenhauer noted that we treat people like fire, not too close so as not to get burned, and not too far so as to stay warm. The good person gets too close and lets the world extinguish their flame. The goal is not to become a villain. The goal is to stop being a pawn. You must be a wolf who understands the sheep, not a sheep who fears the wolf. Strategic intelligence requires you to look at human behavior without the filter of how things should be and instead see how things are. You started this video thinking your goodness was your greatest strength. Now you know it might be your greatest liability. The world is a chessboard, and the pieces don't move based on who is nicer. They move based on who understands the game. The weak react, the average explain. But the powerful observe.